because we're slaughtering this camp, it's an undead camp, and the way I know this is an undead camp is there's an undead patrol nearby. Oh yeah, look at the obituary. I love this obituary. There's actually 4 veterans who died, or 5 veterans who died. The game does not record guys who died due to like fire, apparently. So, we should definitely bring the spearmen. So, how do you beat undead? Well, you should double grip your weapons, like so. Well, no, not you. You can equip the Fame Feeder Shield. So, if you use a shield, you do standard damage. If you do not use a shield, you get a buff called Double Grip, plus 25% damage. So you do extra, right? This says 43 to 50. You have a shield, 35 to 40. That damage difference is significant. It's very significant. Oh, look at that. Look at all these fallen heroes. Oh! Sir Theodore the Curse, he's a champion. Yes. Yes, I am. Ooh, look at all these fallen heroes. This is actually like, I could actually lose a character here if I don't play well. Good. I needed a challenge. This isn't a challenge. This is still like trivial, but look at that look at that. Oh, there are 2 champions. A mace. Oh my god, I am excited beyond words now. Oh, this is so exciting. There's 2 a mace and a greatsword. Yes. Okay. I will have to actually think about this. I'm going to put my spearman here to lock down these 2 positions. The necromancer is very likely to berserk one of these and then charge in. We need to tank the greatsword user. The greatsword user and the great axe users are the real threats. Flails, they're not so bad. This guy and this guy are the actual threats, and I think the champion. The other enemies are irrelevant on this battle. 2-handers are good. I think it's not about the builds, it's about how you use your characters. Like, most people who play this game, they only care about builds. They don't care about how to use the characters. Like, they build it one way and they use it the exact same way no matter what. That's not an effective approach. I do things differently. I think about the fights and the weaknesses of the enemy, and then I tailor my loadout to counter the enemy. So like this fight. This is a great example, right? Let's proceed. So, what do I do with the archer? Archer is not super good in this fight. If I knew there were this many fallen heroes, I would not bring the archer, but we might as well shoot away at one of these zombies in the back. All of these enemies have backstabber, so if 2 of them are next to you, they get plus 10 attack. You want to thin their ranks as much as possible to minimize that. We're going to step up here to take advantage of this pillar to block. So if they want to flank us, they have to go all the way around. That buys us a turn on that particular flank. Like this move here, that's it doesn't matter that much for this fight, but it matters early game. So Frederick is going to stay back. Magnus. So we're going to move the spearman here. And spear wall. So Magnus is going to move up to attack this position. My farmhand does not actually have a shield. I regret doing that now, but he has super heavy armor. He is going to swap to the Warhammer because Warhammers are much better against armor. So that was what I was considering, like a quick hands Warhammer duelist build. The idea being he would swap between the 2 weapons using quick hands. It's not good, like you shouldn't do it. Like duelists should really only use 1 weapon. But I kind of want to do it for fun. Because what is the point of Battle Brothers if you're not doing silly things? So they're going to penetrate this flank, and Humbert here will be ready to greet them once they come over. We're going to wait. No rush. I'm going to wait on my archer until we get a better shot. Alright, so the Necro berserked this fallen hero, which is pretty relevant. He might hit us once or twice, but it's not a big deal. One other thing about these zombies is they're all very slow. Now this guy, he's not an actual... ow, that was rude. This guy is not an actual spearman. He's a tank, but he's going to swap to his shield soon enough. Again, keep in mind which ones are the real danger. It's this guy with the mace and this guy with the greatsword. The other fallen heroes are pretty irrelevant. So let's go for the higher hit chance. That was probably a mistake there with Geralt. I should have swapped him to his greatsword to do more damage. Our companion, Archer, doesn't have any good shots, so he's just going to swap to his weapon, stab away. How good are my respective tanks? This guy is way better. So, we are going to rotate to tank the hero. Alright, so that one's berserked. So we should really focus him down. Start shooting the champion a little bit. But even though he's berserked, he's not actually that dangerous. Due to the fact that he has a bad weapon. Like, that's a tier 2 axe. Like, you can't use the same tactic for every fight. That's the main mistake most players make. They use the same tactic for every fight. Like, the spear wall tactics are very good in certain situations. This guy with the great sword is likely to come here. So we need to be prepared for that. I'm predicting this guy with the great sword is going to come here. Or here. So we're going to wait. Magnus is not going to be able to kill this one, so we might as well wait for and see what they do. Okay, my brawler is good, but he's not invincible. So spear walling here is... So even though I think it's likely the fallen hero is going to come here, it's not a guarantee. This fallen hero could go there, and that would be problematic. My brawler can't actually tank that, so he's gonna fall back one and wait and see what happens. That's fine. Okay, I was right. That's where the fallen hero is gonna go. This is getting annoying. Magnus, he's fine. He's got nimble, so his armor doesn't matter that much. Spearman's doing a great job. Oh boy! This is potentially gonna hurt. This is why I waited on everyone. Okay. I'm gonna move my Cell Sword over shoot this fallen hero for now. 95 miss, I love it. Okie doke. I'm not actually as worried about that one. I'm gonna swap to the whip, try for a disarm, and then swap to the shield. We're just gonna hold out here. Okay, this one's disarmed. That's huge. Now we go for some more attacks. Geralt slashes away with his sword. Because he's disarmed, all he does is bite us, which doesn't do much. Oh boy, incoming. This is gonna hurt from that other champion. We gotta kill the champions. I'm not so worried about the non-champions. Okay, one champion down. Now the Necro could resurrect that champion, but you know, I'm going to use Indomitable here because hits from the mace inflict extra fatigue damage. So I might as well use my fatigue this turn. They can resurrect if you stand on the body, yes. So that's not a tactic. You could try to pick up their sword. That's a potential tactic, but I just don't really think it's necessary. I want to see what happens on this flank. Our spearman's doing a good job. Like, this position is critical. You see how their great weapon users are stuck in the back, not able to come up? That's huge. So we need to kill this zombie, because killing that one will reduce the damage, like the hit chance to my thief from this fallen hero by 5%. Like, it's little things like that. Like, when I target, it's not like just randomly I target whatever I feel like. Here's an interesting case. What should you do with this brawler? This guy has a flail. Flails ignore shields unless you shield wall. I could stab twice. That's not actually a bad move. But this guy's not even a warrior, so I'm gonna swap to the shield, and then shield wall, it gives plus 5% defense bonus, and the shield wall bonus does apply against the flail. This guy has a great sword, or a long sword. He could come up and attack me like that. We could disarm him. I am a little worried. Like, I can take a hit from this sword. This axe is by far the most dangerous weapon. So I'm going to wait and see what happens. We're going to decapitate the zombie to prevent it from resurrecting. And then I need to recover a little bit to get some fatigue back. What is that fallen hero rolling on? 22%. That is shockingly good. Like, that's a dedicated tank. Aha! This is why I did not, like, disarm yet. Because this one, the one with the axe, is the most dangerous. So we're going to have to tank this fallen hero for a bit more. But we can move our archer up, who has overwhelm, to at least debuff that guy a little bit. Okie doke. Well, I did say this one's the most dangerous, but this one's also very dangerous. He's berserk. Still, I'm not as worried about that longsword. Ah, there's a buff to spear wall now. You can keep spear walls up even if in melee range. So now I'm going to swap to the shield once the spear wall is breached in order to give myself more defense. So it's a lot of little things. We could disarm that one, but then we'll eat a hit from this axe. This is a tough one. It's generally... This is a very tough one. I think I disarmed this one. I think I can take one hit from the axe. But that longsword could have cleaved down like this way, which would also be bad. Okay, so this fallen hero, he just resurrected. He can't attack. There's no reason for me to attack it. I'm going to swap to my greatsword and do a AoE. Alright, I knock him down anyway. That's perfect. There's an argument made to not do that because this fallen hero would then go somewhere else. But that's... it's a questionable thing. This one's disarmed, so he's not doing much. A zombie that is possessed has significantly increased damage reduction. Whereas this one is, I think, a better target. So we're gonna swing away at this one. I use doggos. Like, it's another one of those things where it takes a little bit to get used to when you use it. Okay, they're resurrecting, which is good. I'd much rather the AI waste their turn doing that than berserking. So I'm gonna wait for the fallen hero to attack so that the berserk or the possess debuff buff goes away. Now we can do. Oh, okay. We managed to kill the one with the axe with our polearm guy due to some AOE attacks. That's beautiful. That was a. I didn't expect that result. So I made the right move last turn to disarm the guy with the sword. That's good. Let's see how this fallen hero reacts. So now that that one's down, why don't I just take out the shield and spear wall again like that? Okay, we have to recover. This may suck. Try to disarm the hero. We succeed. Beautiful. This is a good chance for us to recover. Ooh, that's not good. Our nimble tank is still okay. Like, he's not in danger yet. But we do need to get him some help. Manage to decapitate a zombie. Swap to the crossbow. Let's shoot away at this champion. The champion is the most dangerous enemy. Yeah, so I spear off the shield for the extra damage. That extra damage adds up. It's significant. Like, one of the best perks in the game is Killing Frenzy, and it gives you a temporary plus 25% buff. The double grip is a permanent plus 25% buff to damage. That's so incredibly good. It's what makes like one-handed weapons even usable in this game. That's why I don't just go like two-handers all the time. Because that's not necessarily the best choice. Alright, a lot of the fallen heroes are coming back. Geralt's going to do another great swing. And then he lops off the head of another zombie. Look at how flexible Geralt is with his sword and his quick can shenanigans. We gotta debuff that champion a little bit. Oh, this could be a problem. This could be a big, big, big problem. I'm gonna try to disarm the champion. He's the only real threat left. Okay, never mind. This is not a problem. I'm still gonna use Indomitable here. These fallen heroes, even when disarmed, if you don't have armor, they can hurt. It's not gonna be as bad as they had armor, but they can still hurt. Necro's back there. He's doing his own thing. Doesn't really matter. I killed that zombie first, by the way, to get the Killing Frenzy buff so I can kill the fallen hero apparently in one hit. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, my spear is almost broken, but it's not quite broken. At this stage, there's no point in spear walling. We just charge up and go ahead and kill. That zombie is rolling on 5%. Let's Let's wait a little bit. Ooh, Fallen Hero's being clever. He doesn't like my tank. For good reason. I'm gonna wait there. Alright, gotta kill this champion next. That's the only real threat left. I have to say, this was a fun fight. Like, I'm pleased. This was nice. I enjoyed this fight immensely. I'm gonna spend a turn recovering here. These three that got up, they can't... Okay, these four that got up, they can't actually attack me this turn. Now I'm gonna swap back to the bow because I expect that's what I'm gonna need. Now I swap to the fencing sword so I can go after the fallen hero champion. Yeah, that champion's problematic. I have a sword in the pocket with quick hands, so I can kill this one because this banner is almost certainly not gonna do it. Well, let's go for the... Who else gets to move? You get to move. You get to move. You know what? Let's go for the kill. I'm not going to waste time with disarms. Right, they have 9 lives. I forgot about that. That's not great. Decapitate. Slice one down. Let's see if we can get on that necromancer, huh? Wow, 51%, huh? Let's still go for the kill. Good job. Okay, the champions are down. This fight is basically over. I waited there because my tanks are better and this guy was going to AoE, so if I moved him up first, AoE would have had an extra chance to hit my farmhand. Like, there's a lot of these little things. This game is a tactical game. It's not about builds. Like, builds don't matter that much. Nobody does the little things. So now we swap back to the great sword, steps up, hack away at that champion. This one's going to bite us. Oh, that one's berserk, but we have so many guys who can move ahead of him. We should be fine. Trying to decapitate a headless torso there. That's always amusing. Alright, 88%, but if I step up, I get a 93%. It's an extra boost to accuracy. It didn't matter in that case. You can tell in the rows, but still, like a little thing, right? No, I changed him to the great sword because the great sword does more damage at my fatigue level. If I could charge forward, he's a fencer, and I could still get 2 attacks with a one-handed sword, but I'm out of fatigue to do that. So, I mean, I could recover now and then prepare for shenanigans next turn. But you don't really need recover at this stage of the fight. Bannerman. This was a fun fight. There were 2 champions. I really enjoyed this one. Alright, how do we fight this necromancer in the most efficient way possible? Oh, there's a little corpse back there. I didn't even see that. So they're still waiting, right? I could do this. Then this one would come back here and hit me. It would almost certainly hit me. I'm looking at the turn order. Damn. Those fallen heroes are the slowest enemies on the battlefield. I don't have a shield in the pocket. I have a shield in the pocket here. I could step up. I think I know what to do. That one's gonna stay put. This one's gonna attack. 3 turns, 13 turns. Okay, now I should read chat because I was very distracted actually doing the battle earlier. I'm gonna move my thief up and shield wall to block both of those zombies. He's gonna possess one as I expected, but I'm gonna get in range, and now this necromancer is done. So Magnus is gonna disarm, fail, that's fine. There we go. And the rest is just mop up at this point. Still gonna wait for them to go first. This is a really fun fight. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember all the moves I made. The commentaries would go so long if I explained. Oh, I forgot about that zombie back there. Every single move I made. This is a mistake, by the way, because now I'm blocking Geralt off. But at this stage of the game, it doesn't even matter. Like, I've already won. Still, it's a mistake. Like, it's still a mistake. There's no point in attacking with someone who has terrible attack scores. There we go, we killed them all. We got Murderous Executioner, okay. And then Ominous Mace, yes. You can only attack 2 times with a two-hander if you have Berserk. If you proc Berserk, you have to kill an enemy and you have to have picked the Berserk perk on your character. Otherwise, you can only attack once. You can step 1 and attack. So now if you could attack twice with two-handers all the time, then wouldn't they like just be the best weapons in the game without question? And that wouldn't be great for like balance. Like, why would anyone ever use a one-handed weapon? One-handed weapons can compete because of that double grip buff and because you can attack twice. You can attack with a two-hander and change to a one-hander and attack again if you have dagger mastery and quick hands in the dagger in the pocket. I do that build, but not in this run. The traditional build is to use two-handed mace to inflict a daze effect, and then quick hands to a Catal dagger to do death blow, which does extra damage. And then next round, daze slows your enemy, so you're going to go first, and you can death blow 3 times with the Catal dagger. That's the traditional build, and it is very good. I like it. I just don't have one doing that this run because I didn't find any brothers who I thought, you know, would be good at it. It's a fun fight. Huh. All this armor. Huh. This armor is always hilarious to me. What's the... all this stuff is just treasure. There's nothing... It's just vendor trash. They're just worth money. There's nothing special about this book. But these weapons... Oh. Weapon skill build up 3 less fatigue. This is another one where if I had Iron Lungs, I wish I did not assign the sword mastery to my Iron Lungs character. I really regret that now. So we have a famed mace. This is a extremely good famed mace. It doesn't have higher base damage, but it has increased armor penetration, and that's what you want for duelists. And -3 fatigue on a mace is amazing. Like, we can just give it to our guy who's actually has mace mastery. It only takes 8 fatigue to swing. That's crazy good. And then this weapon, the Murderous Executioner. First of all, look at that name. Isn't that name great? Second of all, it does extra high damage, like significantly higher, right? 99 to 116 versus 85 to 100. So I kind of want to make an actual greatsword user, like someone who uses this weapon 100% of the time. All right, Farmhand can do that. There is the classic greatsword build. Yes! The classic greatsword build. He can do reach advantage. I don't even know if I want Killing Frenzy, probably. Reach advantage, quick hands. You don't really need recover on Iron Lungs. It's kind of a wasting away. But if I want to fight the Kraken, it doesn't hurt even on an Iron Lungs character. I can't get that image. Oh, and if he's going that classic build, he shouldn't use the Gilder armor. He should use this armor. And then he should use this helmet. Look at how beautiful. No, this helmet. This helmet. Yes, look at how beautiful he looks. The Kraken, you know, like the tentacle monster beasts. It's a legendary fight. It's kind of boring, honestly. You spend 60 turns killing tentacles. So unless you're really into tentacles, it's kind of boring. But if I want to do that, recover is very, very helpful. Anyway, look at how beautiful this guy looks now. Although I kind of wish he had slightly different armor. What looks better? This is what I care about in Battle Brothers. Not this guy. I meant does he look better like this? Or does he look better like this? I don't know. This is a tough question. Maybe he needs this helmet. I understand, Mar. Look at how beautiful! Oh my God! This man is just a... This is a real hero right here. This is our brother. All right, we're gonna go the classic greatsword build. There are variants on that build. If your stats are good enough, you could skip stuff like Colossus and Brawny to pick up Indomitable for utility. I could skip Killing Frenzy for Indomitable for utility as well. It's not necessarily a bad idea. I could skip Reach Advantage, but don't want to do that. I could also, if I want to go the pure dedicated sword build, just not take quick hands, and I put the scimitar. I give someone else that scimitar. maybe not you. I don't know who would get the scimitar. I don't think anyone would get the scimitar. It's kind of a shame. It's a really good weapon. So the sort of my favorite type of greatsword build is the one where you don't take reach advantage. You take Berserk, Killing Frenzy, Recover, and then I could take something like Indomitable for utility. And the idea, you could still take reach advantage. It's not terrible. I just kind of want to take it because I haven't taken reach advantage. I don't even think it's like the right perk. I think Indomitable is better, but I don't care. I don't care anymore, and it doesn't matter that much. So I want to do the classic switch build. So you do quick hands. You can switch between the two weapons. Recover combos so well with Berserk Killing Frenzy, but you don't necessarily need it on an Iron Lungs character. I want to take reach advantage for fun. Killing Frenzy is a little too good to pass up on this build. So the last question is, do I take Indomitable or do I take Recover? Recover is basically useful for exactly one fight, the Kraken, whereas Indomitable is good for many fights. I think it's kind of a mistake to take Indomitable. Like, to take Recover, but on the other hand, like, quick handsing to I could take, what else would be good here? I don't think anything else makes sense. I could take Fearsome, that's not bad. Fortify Mind is not bad. Steel Brow's not necessarily bad. Rotation, don't need it. Fast Adaptation is not bad. There's actually an argument made for that. But swords tend to be more accurate. I don't know. I'm just gonna assign 3 of the perk points. I can't decide. I can't decide what to do. And okay, now the mace. This is where it gets even more fun. I found the mace that I've been looking for. So this guy I was always gonna make into a mace duelist. What looks good on you? We could go like this. That doesn't look bad. Like, he looks kind of cool. Right? Kind of. So, if he's gonna go mace duelist, his initiative's a little low. We gotta get him some armor with a better initiative. Mace duelists do need recover. Because even with this mace, like, stunning enemies take just so much fatigue. Mace Mastery? I don't know if I need Underdog. Dodge Relentless is a little too good to pass up. Nimble, you have to take Nimble. You just have to. Duelist, obviously. And then for now, I'll take Berserk. And then I'll probably pick up Killing Frenzy. And then one other thing next turn. Possibly Underdog. Possibly Crippling Strikes. I don't know about this helmet. We could also go the Assassin look. Whoops. I don't know about this helmet. We could go a look like this. That's pretty badass, but I can't do it. It's too dangerous. I only do that if I have more hit points, because if you get hit in the head without Steel Brow, it's really bad. No, this helmet's really bad. Like, I only keep this because at my stage of playing Battle Brothers, I don't care about optimal gear or optimal setups anymore. It's boring. I keep bad equipment around just because it looks good. This looks cool, I admit, but I can't do it. It's too risky. He'll just get 2-shot in the head, so you can't do it. What about this helmet? Where did my guy? Okay, let's see. I mean, this looks kind of okay. I don't hate it. Let's try it for now. I haven't decided exactly all the details. Cloth sack? Oh, no, this thing is terrible. You don't want to use that. All this Fallen Hero stuff is garbage for my stage of the game. It's good early game. I love that fight. That fight was a ton of fun. Now I have my Mace Duelist. I have my this armor, for instance, is really bad. You shouldn't use this armor. I'm only using it because look at how cool he looks. Look at how cool Humbert looks, right? Oh, it was just for monies. Yeah, I took this stuff for the money. That's all. You should probably keep a shield in the pocket. Looking good. This spear is almost broken. That's less good. Yep, that's Barbarian armor. This is the standard Barbarian King armor. It's really bad. You shouldn't use it. But I'm using it because it looks cool. It's really bad if you, like, it's good if you don't have anything else, but it's bad if you have, like, better armor, which I do. Like, this armor is objectively better, right? It's 290 durability, minus 36 fatigue. This thing is 270 lower durability and minus 39. So that's higher fatigue. So this armor I have is objectively better in every single way. But I don't feel like using it because it doesn't look as cool. Look at that. Like, this doesn't work. This just doesn't work from a fashion standpoint. This works. Maybe we give you the, well, you're gonna have to be that way for now. Oh, man. I'm so excited by this, mace. You know, at this stage, I'm gonna finish my ambition, and then I'm gonna go start killing the legendary locations because there's nothing else to do in the game. I don't even feel like fighting legendary locations. They're boring. I don't even know what I want. It's kind of like the campaign's been over for like 20 days. I just want my guys to look good, and I think I've achieved that. Like, I've achieved the looks that I wanted. And it's just like fighting a few more battles for victory, like as a victory lap.